Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Evening, folks. Today is the first day I've actually watched a film for quite some time, and as you can see from the picture it was a film called The Devil Inside. Now, I was a bit unsure about this because I read the back of it, and it's my sort, because it's kind of devil, supernaturally type thing, because I like anything like that. And I weren't sure what it was going to be like, so we gave it a whirl. And I was quite impressed, actually. I thought it was a really good film. It's one of those that you're never sure whether it's true or whether it's being acted. It's that well done that you think it's like a documentary. So it keeps you guessing. I'm used to watching Japanese horrors. I like watching a lot of Japanese horrors, and a lot of Japanese horrors consist more of oral horror, where yes, you'll get the visual elements, but you'll also get the strange creaky noises and the bones clicking into place and all this kind of thing as they get deformed, sort of spidery type thing. Anyway, that's kind of like what happens in this, because what it's basically about, without giving away any spoilers, is it's about an exorcism. That's the gist of it. A woman who needs exorcising after being charged with 3 murders. I'm not putting any more spoilers because there isn't any. You need to watch it. Anyway, it's really good. It's worth watching. I'd give it a good 8. There are parts in it where you think, a little bit over the top, but all in all, it's got a few jump moments, certainly a few jump moments that really do make you jump, and a few moments that get you questioning your beliefs, if you like. And also it deals with a subject that the church doesn't like dealing with, which is exorcisms. So if you like that sort of thing, give the film a bash. See what you think. I've not done a movie review for quite some time, so that's my first one. Hello again, folks. It's been a day for firsts, really. As I've just stated, it's the first movie I've watched for quite some time. This is my first whiskey and coke I've had for quite some time, so cheers. Jim Beam, because I've got no Jack Daniels left. First, as in, I got today something which has made me really happy, really proud. I got my first 5-star review for my poetry book from America. I got a really, really lovely review for it, and that's made me day. That really has. That's cheered me up and made me smile, and it's onward and upward for me, to be perfectly honest with you. Now I know that I can do it, and now I know that my poetry's popular and my writing's popular. That's going to be me from now on. I'll still be doing these vlogs, obviously. The other first for today was a good mate of mine who I've had for a very long time, at least 30 years, Carl Bradbury. He's actually been the first one to contribute towards my prostate cancer fundraiser on Facebook. So thanks very much, Carl. It's much appreciated. And as he said, and we both agreed with, if I could get each person on my friends list to donate £1 or $1, whatever it works out at, I would have nearly £5,000 just from £1 a person, which is quite scary when you think about it. But I'm not aiming for £5,000. I'm not greedy. I'm trying to make, if I can, by the end of November, about £250. Now, I know my mum always gives me money. She always gives me money to my charities because she knows I wouldn't do it if I didn't think it was worth it. And she'll give me £20. She always does. I know that one of my sisters probably will. Well, both of them probably will at some point do something. Even if it just involves sharing or getting me some sponsors, I know they'll both be involved. Same as me in-laws. They will as well. It's one of them, really, isn't it? Sorry I keep doing stop-start videos. For some strange reason, me computer keeps glitching and my sound ends up going a bit back, which is a pain in the backside when you try and do a live video. Yeah, like I say, other than that, today, not done a lot. Been concentrating mainly on Facebook and surveys. I've done a brilliant survey panel in the last few weeks where I've been paid today from that. So it's only an Amazon vouchers, but it's on Amazon ready if I want to buy myself something. I haven't really noticed a lot of news today. There was one disturbing thing I saw, actually. I think it's disturbing anyway, because it's messing with humanity. It's messing with nature, if you like. And what they've done is they've got two same-sex mice and produced babies from them. Now, I think I don't know about this. I'm a bit unsure of this, because people might say yes, but it will help same-sex couples to have babies and all this, but you are messing with nature. And with animals, I'm sorry, but they don't get a say in it, do they? You are taking animals and doing stuff to them, and you're not caring. You're not caring. All right, people might say I'm a meat eater, so I can't say anything. That's fair enough. Okay, I hold my hands up to that. But if somebody said to me that in order for me to get that meat on my plate, they had to be injected with chemicals, or they had to change the DNA of that animal or whatever, then I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. I'd have probably been vegetarian years ago. But I think we're messing a bit with nature here and with the natural order of things. If you don't agree, fair enough. Can't say fairer than that. But that's my humble opinion. I don't think we should mess with things like that. I also saw, unfortunately, bad news about a crash on I think it's the M4, where 2 people have lost their lives, which I was sorry to hear about. And apparently it involved, it was a truck, and I think it was a mobile home or something. Anyway, 2 people have died and some more are seriously injured. So my heart goes out to them, because they wouldn't have stood a chance, really. I don't think they'd have stood a chance, the ones that did die. But that's it, you see. You don't know when it's going to be your time, do you? You don't have a clue. You could wake up with a big smile on your face, walk out your door, and never come back again. It's a weird one. It's a weird one as morality. And I think the older you get and all, you start questioning it. You get to an age where you're sort of my age, 46, and I still think, well, I could live to be 86, another 40 years. I might even have double my life what I've already lived. I might live to be 92. But I think the older you get, like I know somebody who's 50, and because they lost somebody who was 60, they're sort of questioning their own mortality now. They're sort of thinking, well, hang on a minute, that could be me soon. How long have I got left? I think if you do that, you're going down a slippery path there, because you're going to basically make your life one downhill, and you don't want to do that. Instead of thinking what will happen when you're gone and how you will cope if you find out 1 minute you're not going to be here, sort of thing, live your life now, because it's important what you do now, not what you might have done by the time you've gone. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, I lost my dad at quite an early age for him, actually. He passed away at 61. Now, that was 10 years ago next year, and I'd have only been 36. 36, 37 I would have been when he passed away. Well, I didn't expect to be burying my dad when I was only 36 years old. Do you know what I mean? And that come as a massive shock. But I did him proud. I think I've done well for him. I'm hoping at least he can look down on me and think I'm doing okay, and he's proud of me. I've not done everything. I've not done all the things that would make him proud. And bless him, years ago when he found out I was writing poetry, he did disown me because he thought that made me gay. It's just his mentality. Don't worry about it. He wasn't anti-gay as such. I just don't think he thought that he wanted his son to be gay. My dad was a bit like that. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I don't hold it against him. I never hold grudges. I think it's life's too short to hold grudges. I've had people do horrible things to me in the past, really, really evil things that a lot of people wouldn't forgive others for, but I forgive them. I was married before. I had a wife who used me as a punch bag, used me to physical and mental abuse. I forgive it. If it wasn't for her treating me like that and me coming out of it the other end, I wouldn't have met Deb, which 18 years later now, I'm happy as anybody, can be. I couldn't be any happier if I tried. If somebody gave me the choice of giving me my body back to full strength with my legs and my hands and everything, but it meant I had to lose Deb, then I wouldn't do it. I'd stay away. Simple as. That's my choice. But yeah, no, I don't hold grudges. I don't see the point. Fair enough if you do. That's up to you. But I'm just saying, for me, life's too short. I can't go through my life holding grudges and disliking people. It's just not in my nature. I don't dislike people. The only people I've ever disliked really is myself. I've hated myself before now. I've thought myself useless, waste of time. I've done the works ugly, no good, horrible, you name it. I've hated myself so much that at times I've wanted to, just get a knife and rearrange my face and all sorts of stuff. But many moons ago, when I came out of my marriage, I wasn't in a good place. I was in a very dark place, which is why a lot of my dark poems were centered around that sort of time and that sort of feelings. As you noticed, I don't really, if I do a dark poem now, it's to look back on my life. It's not how I feel at the moment. But my poems must be quite good, because sometimes people, if I write a dark poem like suicide or depression or something, people will actually say to me, "Oh man, are you all right? Are you okay? This doesn't sound good." And I have to say, no, this is just a poem. It's just how I used to feel years ago, you know. So I must be good at expressing myself. Who can say? I know there's a lot going on at the moment weather-wise, and I feel for those people involved in the bad weather. We've just got, at the moment, we've had a bit of rain today, but our worst day is supposed to be tomorrow. It's supposed to be having a lot of wind and a lot of rain, and luckily we haven't got to go anywhere, so we won't be doing. My next door neighbour dropped a complete clanger because he was due to do a dog walk tomorrow and it's been cancelled. And he was told it was cancelled until the 21st of October. The only thing is, he thought the 21st of October was this Sunday coming. So he rearranged for his mum, who was coming down to watch them, to come all the way over from Morecambe to watch them. Only for Deb today, when she was talking to her, Deb, my wife, like to say to her, the 21st isn't this Sunday, it's next Sunday. She then rung him. His mum then rung him to call him a complete and utter wally, because obviously that's what he is. He's a complete plonker, because he nearly got her over here a week early. And he thought that the 21st was this Sunday, which is very strange, because I've lost a couple of days before now, but I don't think I've ever lost an actual week. Only my mate Tony could do that. In case you mentioned Tony, he actually lives next door. He's been my neighbour for a long time. I met him about, 13 years ago now. Yeah, it's about 13 years ago now, and he was also my best man at my wedding, and he did a fantastic job of it, and he's always been there for help me when I've needed help. If I'm needing to go for appointments and Deb's not well, he will take me in the car. He's that kind of bloke. He's a really decent bloke, Tony is. There's a shout out to him, actually. He did me a favour the other day. He took me somewhere I needed to go when Deb was ill. He took me for my final appointment at my mental health assessment. So he did me a favour there, because if I hadn't have gone to that, I wouldn't have known I was being discharged. I'd have just been discharged, and I wouldn't have had a chance to thank the woman, the therapist, who's helped me get through everything. So yeah, big thumbs up to Tony. Tomorrow, Deb's got a lot to do. She's actually got a card to make, and other stuff to sort out as well, because she's a fantastic card maker. She really is a fantastic card maker. I'll have to put a link one of these days at the bottom of my posts to her blog that's full of her artwork she's done and the cards she's done. It's absolutely amazing. She's come a bundle on it. She's been doing it for 10 years now, but she's, tell you what, quality. People come to her from my family and the friends and their friends. They're always asking her for cards to be made for Christmases, birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, you know, funerals even. She is that good at making cards. So yeah, me tomorrow, I think actually I'm probably going to do some more of my life story, because my sister's been throwing little bits at me here and there, asking me if I remember such and such, and it's kind of like, oh, I forgot all about that. I'll have to put that in my book. Yeah. I've already got permission off my sisters to include their names in my book, because I don't want to include people in my book and then them turn around and say, you shouldn't have named me. I mean, I'm not going to name the people who bullied me at school, even though I know they are, I know their names, but the reason I'm not doing that is because it was a long time ago, and I don't want people seeing the names and going, oh, so that's what they used to be like. I don't want that. They were all right. They're all right to talk to them now. I get on fantastic with them. Decent fellas, nothing wrong with them. At school, totally different, mate. But that's school life, innit? You know, we don't always start off in school and then finish 30 years later with the same attitude and being the same person. We change. We do change. We're not the same people at school. I don't believe that for a minute. So on that note, I'm going to finish my whiskey and coke, do my video, and then go to bed. I shall see you all later. And once again, thank you for all the congratulations messages on all the forums and the Facebook pages about me getting my first 5-star rating. And if you get a chance, buy my book. You might like it. If you like poetry, or you know somebody who likes poetry, go for it. And if you like somebody who likes fantasy, my fantasy book's on there as well. Volume 1. Two to come. Two to come. Catch you later. Bye for now. If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.